Hello everybody, today I'll be ranking all of the Pixar movies out of these rankings. Not a fan, bad, good, amazing, and best of the best. Let's get started. Okay, so Toy Story is absolutely one of the best Pixar movies. Of course, it was the first Pixar movie to be released, and of course is also the start of one of the best film series in Pixar. So I gotta give this movie a best of the best ranking. It is just one of the best Pixar movies in my opinion, and I can never go wrong. I always love watching Toy Story no matter what. Now Toy Story 2, another phenomenal Pixar movie. One of my favorites as well. This one is gonna have a best of the best ranking, because I love Toy Story 2. It is one of my favorite Toy Story movies, and is always going to be a very, very amazing Pixar movie. You can never change my mind that it is a bad or a lower ranking Toy Story movie. Anyway, it's just one of the best Toy Story movies. Now, Toy Story 3, this one wasn't as good as Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2. Still a good movie, but probably not going to be on the best of the best. I'd probably put it down in amazing. Now, I put it down in this list because, of course, I do like Toy Story 3. I remember seeing it back in like 2009, 2010, and of course, it was a very good movie overall. Still, it's a amazing ranking. Now, Toy Story 4. This is gonna have to be my least favorite Toy Story movie out of the entire series. I'm only saying this because I didn't really like the villain that much. Gabby, I wasn't a fan of her. I think that she was a pretty lame villain in this movie, and I really wish that all the other characters got more voice lines instead of just focusing on Buzz, Woody, and Bo Peep. So I'd give this movie a good rating. So yeah, now, Wally, I thought this movie was pretty good. I haven't seen it in a while now, but I do remember a lot of parts from the movie, and I gotta say, it is a amazing movie. I mean, I remember most of the parts of the movie. I remember usually just the beginning and some of the parts inside of the giant ship in space. So, I'll have to give it a rewatch soon, and it may be a little bit higher on my list if I watch it again, but for right now, I'll put it on the amazing list, because Wally, I think, is a pretty good Pixar movie. Oh, Monsters, Inc., a best Pixar movie of all time. One of my favorites, definitely on my top 10. This is my favorite out of the two movies that have been released. Monsters, Inc. is such a classical movie, and I love it. I love it a lot. I love the whole theme, the set. I love everything about this movie. It is spectacular, and nothing could go wrong. Best of the Pixar movies. Now, Monsters University. Now, this is the prequel to Monsters, Inc. I wouldn't put it on best of the best. I'd probably be in between good and best of the best. So it's a amazing movie. Of course, I really wish that they went more with a sequel. I wanted to see Boo again. I wanted to see all the other characters in that movie. And I thought it probably would have been better if it was a sequel instead of a prequel. Now, Up. This one is another favorite of mine. I really do like Up. It is a spectacular movie. I remember watching it so many times when I was younger, and I just remember it a lot. I remember the beginning. I remember all the battle scenes. I remember everything about this movie, and it's just one of my favorites of all time. I'm giving it a amazing ranking. Not the best to put on my best of the best, but still amazing is a pretty good ranking for this movie. Cars. Yes, you guys already know what this movie's going to be ranked. Cars is a best of the best Pixar movies. My favorite film franchise of the Pixar movies. This is like the best movie of all. Best out of the Cars movies, and it's just so classic. It's what started off everything. And pretty much, if this wasn't a movie, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you guys. Just best of the best. It's just one of the best Pixar movies of all time. Now, Cars 2. I know a lot of people actually do not like this movie, mostly people who do not make Cars videos or any of that stuff would put that on a very, very bad rating on this movie. But I think that it was a amazing movie. I loved them traveling. I loved them racing. Not too much on the secret agent type stuff. That's probably what I wanted them to change about it, is to not have secret agents. And so I put it on a amazing. I just wish it was more racing. Now, Cars 3. This one is probably my least favorite out of all the Cars movies, and there's only some small reasons to that. One is because I really wish it wouldn't be the end of Lightning McQueen's racing or of his ending, and I really wish they didn't have Cruz Ramirez. I think that she's just a very annoying character in the movie. Still a great movie. I'd probably put it on a good rating, but still, I really like The Thunder Hollow. Now, Soul, I actually watched this on Christmas Day, and I thought it was an amazing movie. Of course, a little complicated in some parts. I didn't really get most of the whole afterlife and like pre-life, all that kind of stuff. So I'd probably give it a good rating. Of course, very good movie. I really liked the whole jazz type theme to it. I thought it was pretty good, but it's just a good rating. Now, Brave, I've seen this movie very, very few times. I'm not too, not really on this medieval type stuff. I'm not really much of a medieval fan movies. Still a very good movie. Of course, a very, very good movie. I really did like the whole theme, like all the outdoor type theme and all that kind of stuff. I'll have to give it a rewatch soon, but still, I'd probably give it a good rating for this movie. Finding Nemo. Oh my gosh. This is one of the other best Pixar movies of all time. Such a classic movie. I mean, I always love watching this if I was on like a long road trip or just at home with some free time. This would always be a choice to watch. Finding Nemo, one of the best. I love the characters. I love the whole story. And, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. This movie is a best of the best. Just one of the best Pixar movies of all time. Now, Finding Dory wasn't as good as Finding Nemo. Of course, they couldn't really go with another Finding Nemo. I mean, I think that they could have gone with another Finding Nemo if like another thing happened to him. But of course, Finding Dory was another thing. Probably not my favorite. Not one of the best movies of Pixar. But I'd probably give it a good rating for this movie. Now, The Good Dinosaur, not really much of a fan of. I know a lot of people do like this movie, but I'm not really a fan. Of course, I love dinosaurs. I love all that kind of stuff. But I really wish that... I don't know. I mean, this movie is okay. It's good. But probably wouldn't be on my amazing or best of the best tier. Still, I love the whole story of Arlo and him meeting Spot. Still a very good movie, but I'd have to give it a good rating. The Incredibles. I just watched this movie a couple days ago, or a few days ago. Best of the best. One of the best Pixar movies of all time. Such a classic Pixar movie. And I gotta give it a best of the best rating. I mean, superhero family. I mean, what could go wrong with that? Of course, the Underminer at the ending as a cliffhanger. Oh my god, such an amazing movie. One of the best, and is always a special part. Like, it always has a special place in my heart. Is the best of the best movie. Now, Incredibles 2. This movie wasn't bad and it wasn't good. So it'd have to be probably in the good area. Of course, I like them bringing back the superheroes. I love them showing newer superheroes. But I didn't really like the screenslaver, that one girl. I didn't really like her as much, the villain. I really wish they went with the Underminer. I mean, he would have been 10 times better for this movie. Now, A Bug's Life. This is another one of my favorite Pixar movies of all time. I can't go wrong with this movie. I'd watch it every single day if I had to. Bug's Life is a best of the best Pixar movie. Such a classic. And I just love Flick. I love the whole circus gang. I mean, it is just an amazing movie. And it's funny to me. I just love the entire movie, and I can never go wrong, and it's just one of the best Pixar movies of all time. Now, Ratatouille, I haven't seen this movie. This is probably the movie I've seen, well, not really the least, but I've seen this movie very few times. I still think it's a great movie. You know, I like the whole style of a rat kind of cooking food and all that kind of stuff. I do have some like memories of watching it and stuff, so it's a pretty good movie. Not one of my favorites. Not a bad movie at all either. It's a pretty good one. I'd probably give it a good ranking. Now, Inside Out, I am not a fan of. I know a lot of you guys do like this movie, but I am not a fan of it. I mean, of course, I don't remember the movie that much. If I watch it again, it may have gone a little bit higher, but definitely not one of my favorites. This is probably the start of Pixar kind of going down in movies, so I'd probably have to put this movie in a not a fan section. I'm just not a really big fan of it. Now, Coco, of course, I know a lot of people do like this movie a lot, but to be honest, I'm not a fan of it. I mean, of course, I'm not really a fan of all that music type stuff. I'm not really a fan of this movie. I didn't really see anything good about it. I mean, of course, a lot of people do. Of course, it was a good movie. I like all Pixar movies, but just for this movie, I'd probably have to put it in a not a fan because not much a big fan of it. Now, Onward is a good movie. Of course, I do like Tom Holland and Chris Pratt playing the two main brothers and characters of the whole movie. It was a good movie and all, but it's not the best, not the worst. I'd probably have to give this movie a good ranking, a part of everything. So yeah, it's not really the best Pixar movie of all time, but still pretty good and okay. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the whole Pixar movie ranking. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you guys skipped to see what rankings I put on each movie, that is also fine. I'll put timestamps as well in the comments below if you guys did skip to the all the way end of the video. For some reason, I don't know why you would, but yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!